So it's Wednesday, and we're studying a section in Lesson 5 entitled A Purchased Possession. So since our whole lesson Bible study book is on stewardship, as you recall, is all about managing assets, finances, an estate, something for someone else. And we are introduced right off in the beginning here to a story that Jesus is telling about a rich man who seems to be a farmer, and his land has brought forth an abundant harvest. And being a good businessman, he plans for his harvest. He looks around and he sees, my barns are too small for this harvest this year. I am going to tear down my barns, build bigger barns, and lay up for my future so that I can be comfortable. He's planning for his retirement, for ease. And the interesting thing, and he tells himself, eat, drink, be at ease, be merry. But God looks down at him and says, you're a fool, because tonight I'm going to require your soul from you. And whose are all these things going to be that you've accumulated? And then Jesus says, this is his conclusion. So is he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich toward God. So this man lived unto himself. He planned his own future. But all of us have an expiration date. And this man had no time for God. He was taking care of himself. And when the day came, he had to give account to God. And God has a claim on all of us. He's the one that gives us life. And the commentary beneath our question 4a here brings out the hypocrisy of so many that call themselves Christians. And if we are so engaged in work, planning for our retirement, planning for our bigger and better, and make no time, excluding Christ from our lives, not having time to pray or study the Word, seek God's will for today and for each moment, then we are hypocrites. And yet we are called to be stewards and co-workers with God and representatives of Him in this world. And to represent Jesus is to meet the needs of broken humanity all around us. Sometimes it's sharing a meal. Sometimes it's just sharing a smile and a greeting. Sometimes it's giving much more than that. And sometimes it's even giving your life, and as Jesus did. And so I love this sentence at the bottom here. It says, a man will act out all the faith that he has. And all of us are called to give account. Have we cooperated with God to be a blessing to humanity? And what should we keep foremost in our mind is the next question here. And it brings out from Corinthians these two verses. You are Christ's, and Christ is God's. So God has a claim on us. We belong to Jesus Christ. Why do we belong to him? The next verse addresses that. You are bought with a price. Therefore glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are God's. We totally belong to Jesus Christ as our Creator and as our Redeemer. And so whether or not we give our mind, soul, and body and strength to God, it all belongs to him, no matter how we use it. God speaks to every human being saying, I have a claim on you. Give me your zeal, your capabilities, your energy, and your means. He has a right to ask us for this because we are his, redeemed by his boundless love and by the agony of the cross of Calvary from the servants of sin. We are not our own. Let us remember today that we belong to King Jesus and serve him by his grace, is my prayer. God bless.